For my underdogs, the ones willing to pay the cost. Even when we're up, we gotta take a loss. Underdogs are always against the odds. I'ma use this opportunity to do it for my underdogs. I'ma do this for my underdogs. I'ma do this for my underdogs. I'ma do this for my underdogs. Yeah, my underdogs.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rec Center Podcast. I'm Kenny Edwards, joined with my co-host Lorenzo Parham. What's good, man?
Ken, how's it going, man? It's been a minute, Ken. It has been a minute, man, to get back here recording. Hey, dude, it's like we had a lot of things that changed, man, that transpired from our last episode. Shout out to our viewers that stayed down, requesting, wanted to know what was going on with us. Shout out to Fremont High School football team for sending in their OEL preview videos. Shout out to our last guest, Gene Denard, man, who was real informational in all of the things that he told us, man. But Ken, we got a live one today, Ken. So one of these things about this one today, Ken, is I told you before, you had to be there, right? you had to be there, man. My guy name came up as a lot on the most underrated list, right? From my standpoint, because what I was witness the cooking, right? And a lot of people want to give him my guy his props. Had to reach out to him, get on here and let him tell his story on what it is, man. So y'all, Rec Center, man, the viewers, welcome my guy Jabari Gilbert, man, to the Rec Center podcast.
Hey, what's poppin', man? I'm sweating a little bit because I just hit 30 a few minutes ago, man. Don't trip.
Hey, man, you all good with us, man. You all good with us, man. Hey, Barry, man, before we jump into the details of the interview, man, and we start with the backstory and all of that stuff, let me just go to this one, man. When you hear Jabari and Underrated coming out in Oakland basketball, man, what did that make you feel like?
It's a blessing, bro, that somebody else. I always been the kind of person where I let somebody else speak on my talent. You feel me? I never spoke on my talent. Like, whatever I give you is what I gave you. So whatever you seen, you might be like, he trash. But that was that day. If you seen that day, that's your opinion. You feel me? But when I killed, which was majority of the time, I let everybody else say that. You feel me? I'm not gonna be like, I tell you straight up, like me and you, like I killed you, but I'm not about to tell like the world, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was killing the woo all over here and over there. Like, no, you're going to have to, my body of work going to speak for itself. You feel me?
Hey, that's that Ken. Ken was the same way when he played as quarterback, man. And sometimes it'd be like, dude, the humble get overlooked sometimes, man. You got to talk your shit sometimes, man.
I got you today.
Yeah, that's what I need to hear, man.
Check this out. I've been waiting for this shit since about November when my boy Marshawn first said something about I'll be watching, and my name came up about 4 or 5 times, Underrated, and my boy Lolo be making sure everybody know too, my guy, man. So I'm gonna speak for myself today.
Absolutely, man. So let's take it back, man, especially for Ken, man, because he won in the OEL in that time and stuff like that. Let's take it back, man. So I know you. When did you start hooping? When did you first start the AAU, or what rec center you first started playing at?
All right, so let's say my first memory of basketball, like really thinking like I'm about to really fool with it, bro, like 2nd grade, bro. I went to Horseman, right? I'm playing with my big cousin. He's 3 grades ahead of me, right? So I'm playing with him and all his partners. I don't even remember the details. Tell you the details that I do remember is like when you're young like that, you only remember the one specific incident. So
right,
I know I was balling because I remember all his partners like, ooh, because he was on the other team, my cousin, right? I'm gonna tell you who he is when I finish too. So when I scored on him one time, you know, he's 3 years older than me. He got on me like boo 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 because his partners was laughing and shit because I was hooping. I'm like, okay, I can hoop. You feel me? My cousin is Tamani Fontenette. You know who that is? Football. Tamani Fontenette.
Any relationship to Marvin Fontenette?
That's his big brother.
Okay, I know Marv. I don't know Tamani. I know Marv.
Okay, so Tamani, the reason why they started doing the weight and all of that shit. in the birth certificate. So look, other than that, past that, I will go. I went to Parker, bro. I just hoop like recess type thing. I played 6th grade hoop, just regular. I didn't do no AA. Only AAU I did was I played with Shorty when we was like in like probably 8th grade summer. Like we went to Ontario. I was on the bench behind a whole bunch of people that you won't even mention with me now.
No. But we gonna mention it with you now today. Who? Because when you
No,
look back,
some of them you will, but some of them
when
you
you
won't.
look back at that,
I played with like B. Gilbert, like Ray Holt. These not the people I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
I'm like, them some names
no. These are my guys.
Right.
These are my guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I named those people, but there's other people like you won't even mention. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I played with like Lee Long, B. Gilbert, Ray Gilbert, Ray Holt. Like we all the same age. You feel me? So and I was way on the bench because I came like a week before they was about to travel. You feel me?
Okay.
So that was my only AAU experience. My experience from the streets, bro. Like I played at every park around here against every grown man, from Arroyo to Brookdale to Berkeley to you name it, San Ramon. Anything around here, we was at them. And you know who was taking us? Dexter, Amy, Daddy.
Okay, Mr. Amy.
Big Dex.
Hold on.
Big
So this why you still in junior high?
This while I'm like, yeah, junior high, yep, King of State.
Junior high. So y'all going to go get them open runs, them Saturday runs against the grown
all of
men.
that. Because you know it's all outside then.
It's all outside, right? I mean, remember the Alameda courts,
Alameda, the beach is where I was. Yeah.
So
the infirmary. Yeah.
Who all y'all was pulling up with? You, Dexter, and who else he had in the car just bouncing out playing with?
All right, so majority, it was like our damn near our starting squad at King. So my first year, it was me, Shawnee went end up going to Fremont, Two Bob, Dex, and I don't know if y'all remember my boy Carlos Grady, left-handed, had the beard. He had a beard since we was about 5th grade, full beard like this.
I remember him.
I promise you, hey, that boy like Heavy D, but a hooper. Boy, that boy was so light on his feet, but he was the biggest. Like that boy was like my security, bro. Big, like I'm tall. Look, I'm taller than him right now, though. That's the crazy part. But he was that height then.
Hey, want to know something crazy, part? And it don't get talked about enough, though, because after I came to King of States after you left King of States, right? After you left King of States, I come to King of States. King had some hoopers, right? We had some hoopers at King, right? And then I hear about the people that was there with you, and then Will.
What year was you?
I'm 98, so I'm the year right after you. So Dante Holloway
so you played with
here.
Dante Holloway, Lil Rome in there.
Rome, Wallace, that was at Castlemont.
Yeah.
Monte and them at Castlemont.
That's my guy.
They was on my team at in Nick Houston. Shout out to Nick, man, because Nick is one of our most loyal viewers, man. Like, shout out to Nick, man.
Nick love anything Oakland.
Nick was on the team with us, man, at King of States. So King be having a lot of talent, right? So what happens with the talent at King is when they leave King, it spreads everywhere, right? You got the Castle, the Fremont, Skyline. And I went all the way to Tech, you know. So.
Listen, the year before me, Will Levy, LaCorey Collins, Sean Dornbar, somebody y'all probably don't know name, guy named Craig, like 6'3", 6'4". My boy Kev, they called him Snakebite. He went to Fremont, was banging our way back then. Me and him, our favorite. This is why I be telling people I've been a Warrior fan, because I used to wear 15 because of Spreewell and my daddy, boy. Like me and him was the favorite. Spreewell was our favorite player. But I wanted to mention before we get off the King of State stuff, 2 other people, my boy Fred and Ryan Quinney, man. Then with some 2 other people that was on that team. But go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off, though.
Oh, no, it's all good. So the talent that comes from King is crazy, but a lot of it shifts to Skyline, right? What was it like when you first got to Skyline and what's this? Now it's 94, 95.
94, 95.
What was it like?
So remember, I watched, right? And like, I remember DeAndre. I remember a couple of people, like, I was about to go to this school, but this happened and that, right? I started at Fremont.
Whoa, really?
Shawnee took me. I went to Fremont, bro.
Like during the school year or like in the summer?
Bro, I started at Fremont in September, the first market period. Whoa. So this is what happened. This is why I didn't go to Fremont. This is the only reason I didn't go to Fremont. The coach, Clinton. A lot of people don't like, right? But for me, it's not major. But that's why I used to bust their ass though. So I went to me and Shawnee, who I keep talking about. I went to the gym with him, trying to get 6-period gym because at this point, like. You know how the high school shit go. They recruit people from this school, that school. So I didn't get recruited by Clint, but he was recruiting Shawnee because Shawnee was a point guard and he was killing at the in King, right? So Shawnee like this my guy, brother. So he like come with me, woo woo. I'm like for sure. Dex at Skyline like, bro, come with me, woo woo, right? So what happened is I go to Fremont. Come on, Shawnee, we on one. Go to get the 6-period gym. Why? He like, who are you? This is some teenage stuff. He like, who are you? I'm like, tell him my name, all of that. He like, let him in, but don't let me in. That was enough. That was enough for me.
Oh,
yeah, that's
boy. I
I
called my mama. I said, hey, mom, send me the Skyline because Dex been calling me every day. It's a football school, right? So they've been having pep rallies, all. He like, man, send me. He like, bro, it been going down up here with you. I'm like, Fremont ain't doing nothing, but it's a hoop school, so it's not gonna crank till hoop season. They was all right in football. You feel me back then? So I go up. That's when I go up to Skyline and Shorty the coach, Brian Foe, Shorty the coach, right? Go up there and enough time still for intramurals and all of that. I'm killing intramurals outside, and then. I don't even remember, but this story about to be so funny too, bro. So I was like, I ain't even about to play. Like I wasn't tripping. I wasn't mad, nothing, but for some reason, Dexter told Shorty that I said that he don't like me. Like I'm that sensitive, right? That kind of sensitive, you feel me? So I'm like, bro, why you do all of that? Well, Shorty called me, hey man, if you don't get your ass back up here, this and that. And from that point on, bro, I swear to God, like, I was probably averaging about 22 up there. Just like it was like out in this JV, 10th grade JV. I only played 2 years varsity, so I'm 10th grade JV. But nobody don't know me. Obviously, if Clint like, who are you? You feel me? So it's no AAU, like it's no background. I'm only playing like ONBL, Brookfield, and Tassa. That's my area. You feel me? Mainly, like far as hoop go, like for rec centers. But other than that, like I don't know if you want me to go all the way through the high school right now.
Oh no, not yet, because I got to pause on some shit that has happened, right? So you class of 97. You was at Fremont. Started off at Fremont. Brandon Payton, class of 97. He started off at Fremont, right?
That's my guy.
What would that backcourt look like senior year? Brandon at the point guard and Jabari at the wing. What would that man?
It's so much deeper than that, bro.
We got to get it.
You got to just because Marcus Malone is at Skyline around this time, right? And then he left and went to Fremont.
He left and went to Fremont.
Marcus was my point guard.
If BP and Jabari stay at Fremont,
hold on. So I think Marcus was the JV point guard. Y'all 9th grade year. Okay, let me hear.
Marcus is John Tar year. Right. So he's a year younger than me. So now this is my first varsity year. My junior year is his sophomore year. He was on varsity. So it was me. This is our starting lineup. It's Marcus Malone, Jabari Gilbert, John Tar was a small forward. Jerome Stewart was killing, but he was killing. And then Wesley was our starting five, bro. Like, so I could go down the second squad and you'd be like, they could start somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So Bernard Beard was on the second squad our junior year. Dexter. I can keep going down, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
So let me help. How did that work with the starting five for that team? Like, so let's say Dexter there before John Target there, someone else there before John Target there, How did them 10th graders come in and start?
They got talent, but it was different positions too, though.
Okay.
So Dex was behind like Jerome, and he's behind seniors.
Okay, got it.
So Dex and Nard, they was behind seniors who they played all 3 years. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so they got the talent to start right now, but as a coach, you got to make that decision. You get what I'm saying? He's still averaging a dub, so I'm not about to put him on the bench, and I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's talk about that junior year you're talking about. What you're talking about, right? You got you guys there. You're starting. Winter Patterson dropped 82, 81 on y'all, right? The winter story go always come up with that Skyline.
Hey, man. I hit my 30. I ain't tripping.
Oh,
but
you
no, but look, so real shit. They run what was that shit called? Like this, what the Oilers run, like a run and shoot type shit, right? So Scott Ferris, one of the worst coaches I ever played for, is running a 2-2-1 press the whole time. They got 2 dudes at 6'10" rebounding, defensive rebounding. So if I'm catching the ball, my God, as soon as we shoot, our man doing this. Winters Patterson and whoever on that side. My job is to be at the front of the press. So it's not my job to chase him as soon as I shoot.
So the big man not getting back.
So the big man got to rebound with them dudes.
Yeah, that's just everybody's
up here. So never adjusted. Bro, this boy had like about 40-something in the first half, brother. My partner said the crowd started rumbling. Like, I'm not, we not tripping because we in the game. I know I'm getting mine, and whoever else on our team was getting theirs, but it's not the same getting ours that he getting. You feel me?
Was it all layups and stuff, or was he like
hella dunk? No, he got jumper and shit. Like, this
dude
was really
all around.
No, he really talented. He gave the OAL, like, he gave somebody else 50 in the OAL in the same week, and somebody else like 40.
He went around.
Yeah, he gave
everybody
got like 40 something.
Yeah. But that means them 54. He gave Tech 40, and they couldn't play the Ohio game that
right.
week.
So that's what I'm saying.
We'd have locked him down anyway.
Understand this. You're not locking him down, but he would have gave us 40 something if we had the right coach. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna downplay what Brett Talent was. You feel me? Rest in peace.
Hey, that's the ultimate. You can't guard them. You better hope to contain them statement, right?
But was it a close game? Because I'm like, at some point as a player, you just gotta be like, look, coach,
yeah, the game wasn't a blowout or no shit like that. But
okay,
they won the game, and he hit 82, bro. Like, there's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could say about that. But the only thing, like I said, it wasn't a talent thing. As far as like theirs versus ours, you feel me? It was a coaching. Like, you got 4 of your people up here, and they just got 6'10" cats doing this, and he in the first half, I want to say he hit 5 or more threes. You feel me? So it wasn't all ducks. He got jumper in there. He got jumper and everything. He died. He passed away. Yeah. I don't want to be wrong, but
he did.
On a basketball court.
Yeah. On the court.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he did.
So yeah, like that dude was real. Like, I never disrespected the way he was.
Hey, Bart, let me ask you a question. Do you think junior high school going to the 9th grade back then kind of affected what y'all high school's talent was like, because y'all didn't get the 9th grade year at high school? So
only schools had 9th grade when I was in 9th grade was Castlemont and Tech. And maybe McClemens, I'm not sure, but that was it.
Right.
That was it, right? So I wasn't going to none of them schools. If everybody went to Castlemont who was supposed to go to Castlemont, that would have been the best school in history. You get what I'm saying? I'm traveling from Brookfield to Skyline, like deep in Brookfield. You feel me? So, I think it did affect because it's a development period. You know what I'm saying? It's a development period with the program you with. So, like, they not coming down there unless you just super uber talented. They not coming down there like, oh, we need him. You know what I'm saying? Right. They just gonna see you when you get there. So Shorty put me on display, bro. I had about at least like 6-7 plays that was mine. So, I was doing my thing.
Hey, Hey, so what when you did finally get to Skyline into the JV and all of that, what was still your welcome to the OEL moment when you got there? What was your welcome to the OEL moment?
For varsity?
Yeah, let's go varsity.
Let me think. My junior year was Marshawn and them. Marshawn and them they won the league that year, right?
They won the league, but they lost to Will and them in the playoff, that MAC. They lost to McClimate in the championship.
All right, I'm gonna give you this. This is about the best I can think of that I can remember that year, because by that time I had played against so many grown men, I didn't care about nobody close to my age, right? So I say my welcome to the OAL moment, and this gonna tie into my guy Ed Wally's story, bro. When he got that fast break dunk, and he knocked that screw out that backboard, brother.
At Skyline.
That boy at Skyline. That's one of my underrated guys. I swear, hey, I was like, who is that dude right there? Bro, who is he? But yeah, Ed Wally, I say that's the best one I can come up with. I was trying to think. Who do you know who else was like number 1, number 2 that year, 96? It was Ohio, Fremont. Who was it?
Ohio, Mac, and Fremont.
The usual.
Yeah.
The usuals.
Yeah, Mac, yeah. Watch your mouth, man. I can't even say that. You know what? Because Skyline was a football school until I got there. It was, when I was there, it was a basketball and football school.
Hey, it kind of was, man, because when we look at it on the outside from a standpoint, and then we look at your senior year, what it is that y'all did, right? 22-4, and shit, losing to before we get to that, hold on, before we get to the end of your junior that year, next year coming up, Marcus transfers and goes to.
We didn't even talk about Marcus.
When Marcus transfer and go to Fremont, and he was your backcourt mate at first, right? Who became the backcourt mate after that? Was it Dominique Shaw?
John Tarr moved over to point guard.
John Tarr moved to point guard. So what was you and Tarr mindset that was different from how you and Marcus mindset? You and Marcus both some gunners, though. Y'all both some gunners. Y'all
how did that work? How did that work? You and Marcus in the backcourt together.
Hey, I love that.
He's not a ball sharer.
You can't be on every game, but it just somehow, like, the times when I was off, like periods of the game, you might be missing or off just a little bit. He's a streaky player. So if he hit like 2, 3 in a row, get out the way and give him the ball. You get what I'm saying? Like Marcus he'll hit you for like 6, 8 straight, and he might miss 6 or 8 straight though. You feel me? But he don't shoot it. You feel me? And you could be mad at that, or you could look at it like it's times where you'll be mad because you feel like you hot. But me as the basketball player that I am, I go off IQ. So if you going, I don't give. If you a man, give me a screen. We about to pick and roll. If you a guard, here, go ahead, do your thing. You feel me? I'm gonna move out the way. Everybody don't think like that, but it worked because it just seemed like every time that felt like I might have been in the middle average or whatever, he was killing. So it was working. I was mad he was gone. I would have rather seen him stay.
So I like I told them,
he left because his daddy and Scott Ferris.
I can see daddy and Scott Ferris. You say he's the worst coach. A lot of people gonna leave when you plan for the worst.
Every
coach
time you
ever.
talk to somebody from Skyline, you're gonna hear the same thing.
Right, but I would have loved to see him stay because him and John Tarr, the way they was from 7th grade all the way on up to that time, right? I'd have loved to see them stay. Because then we talk about a backcourt with Marcus at the guard, you and Tarr on the wings. Now we getting a little deeper with Dex and Bernard. As your senior year, Bernard was starting by then, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good 5 right there. That would have been a good 5 right there, Ken. That would have been a good 5.
Works out, sometimes only one ball.
It's only one ball. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
We was pressing and we was doing what the Warriors do. We putting up numbers. Like you're gonna have to get up in the hundreds. You're gonna definitely have to get up in the 90s, 80s, 90s for sure in high school.
So here's the thing that's kind of different from your mindset with Marcus Lee, with John Tarr mindset with Marcus Lee.
Because they was like this.
John Tarr took it to heart. While you took it to heart. Now I see you at Fremont, I gotta go crazy, right?
I gotta kill you.
And
I
then
feel like that too, though.
Your mindset on Fremont is different because Clint, I'm gonna make you eat. I'm gonna make you eat that not letting me in a 6-period gym class, right? I'm gonna let you eat that, right? What was it like when Clint realized who you were?
So I think the first two games, I want to say, if I didn't have a triple double, I had something close to one. Like I'm talking about like 2010 type. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Maybe like a block or two, a steal and everything. You feel me? Just cause like it was so much animosity. I didn't even see who was on the court, bro. I don't care who you is. Like you getting this work. Like them some of my partners like Trevor, Elliot, DeAndre, of course. Like them some of my people. I didn't see none of them on the court. I just seen the color of the jersey and that coach over there that wasn't fucking with me.
Hey,
I wonder if he remembers that moment and knows that was you.
Probably not. He did a whole lot of other shit from what I understand.
Did your boy ever go to him and was like, "Hey, coach, you tripping? You might want to let him in his gym, right?"
I'm sure he said that, but he ain't had time though. I was out of there within a week.
Hey man, I don't blame you, man. Let me tell y'all know my Fremont story, Ken.
No JV below.
I did JV one time. Year, I came back. They told me I'm doing JV again. I'm like, what? Hey, I'm going all the way to Tech, bro. I'm out of here. I can't do JV again.
So you was at Fremont too?
I was at Fremont.
Oh, man.
And it worked out perfect because that first year that I go to Tech, I'm all city first team, right? But y'all wanted me to play JV. I feel like you got to make it seem like I won. Like, was I not good enough? Like, I couldn't rock with that, man.
They didn't know.
They didn't know, right? And it was a crazy thing. Shout out, rest in peace to Coach Denny, because when we got to that point to play them, Mikey was like, well, it should have been at Fremont, but he was gone too. And it was like, damn, I had both of them, right? So, but you know, things happen like the way they happen, man. Sometimes, you
wouldn't have the same story, man.
Yeah, some people just bloom after you let him go, you know. So shout out to that story, man. Hey, but when we talk about that 97 team, your senior year, or when matter of fact, let's go back to your junior year, because it was some players that y'all played against in that junior year, right? What was some of y'all toughest games? What was your toughest matchup? Like, I know you get your numbers, but who was the toughest defender that was coming to try to check you during those times?
Defense, I never played good against Mac, bro.
Against Mac?
And I don't think like it. I think it was they had good team defense. Like I don't think it was a specific person, but if I gotta give it to somebody, that's my boy Mark Cole probably was guarding me the most. You feel me?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say E. Culverson. I thought you were gonna say E. Culverson.
No, he was like a post guy. He was guarding like Dex and Rome and all them.
Okay.
But they was like, in high school, you got zones, you got all of that like one-on-one
defense. Gimmick defense.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro.
There ain't one.
At the same time, I didn't watch you shoot the lights out of some zones, bro. Like I didn't watch you.
You can't run 2-3 for too long against me.
Well, I used to love when teams ran 2-3.
Bro, I didn't watch you make that zone get a little stretched out, bro. Like
I've been pulling up where Clay and them pull up at a long time ago.
That's a set shot in the zone.
So I used to practice 6-period gym. I just shoot from half court and into the line in between half court and 3-point line. I practice, so by the time the game comes, they feel like a layup. That's why Steph Curry do that. That's why Steph Curry do that right now.
It looked like a layup. It looked like a layup.
It feel like a layup.
But so me being at Tech, man, and not being a part of basketball and none of this shit, I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't know who the fuck you were. Like, hey, exactly. I know John Tarr, I know Mark, but I'm like, hey, they talking. I'm like, hey, dude, the dude on the team is number 15. He ain't missing. Like, I'm getting mad that they ain't going man to man and try to go get. Go ahead.
You don't even know. Around that time, I was coming over there with Q Baller and them on 39, bro.
I remember.
With Q and Tavion. I was coming with y'all, fucking with y'all, Jerry, Mello, all that.
Man, so it'd be like, dude, it's just crazy how things just come full circle like that. Like, hey, dude, I ain't in the basketball world. I don't know nobody that played AU. Like, AU was some rich people shit to me back then. Like, you had to be rich.
It was different back then, though.
You had to be rich or had a daddy, father figure, somebody that would go help support you to that, right?
Exactly.
Great parenting to get you to that shit, right? Like, nah. So everything was rec ball or ONBL. Now, I've seen a lot of dudes in ONBL. No YouTube. Everybody was ONBL. So ONBL was where I seen a lot of dudes like, hey, this dude hoop. I remember him from ONBL, right?
Mm-hmm,
but I didn't know the AAU. So when I see you playing during them years, it's like, hey, this dude was cooking, right? And it's gonna bring me to a good segue, right? Because I look at you as being underrated. You had Ed Wally as being underrated. Who else you feel was underrated in the OAL during your time?
I gotta start off with my teammates, right? I'm gonna start off with Marcus Taylor. He broke his arm in that playoff game because Mac was dirty and bending down on our layups and flipping us over. So they broke his arm. That was one of our ball handlers and shooters, right? I'll go with Dex because people didn't like Dex because like the way he plays is awkward and wild. You can't block a shot. He gonna get every rebound, and me and Dex the same height, but he gonna play and he gonna be greasy up in there. You feel me? If I want to,
like could I not said, like you. Oh no, wait. All right, could not like you because he was a pretty boy.
The hair.
Girl
like me.
But let's not leave that part out, Barry. Let's not.
Hey, they girl might have liked him. I don't know. So look, who else would I go? Senior year underrated. Like I said, I would go Ed Wally. The people I named.
Hey, you know who I gotta go underrated from that team on y'all too? It's Ed Ellison, bro.
Come on, man.
Ellison was like Ellison was a Draymond dog type player, man.
You for sure he was the glue guy, for sure.
Ed Ellison was a dog, man. I remember him on y'all team. So Ed Ellison was kind of underrated because
I just talked to him.
He was coming off the bench and doing his thing, but Ed was one of them guys.
Ed started.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Ed is an underrated guy.
Dex didn't start. Dex was the sixth man. We had John Tarr, me, Ed Ellison, Bernard Beard, Kent Christian. That was our starters. Kent Christian about 6'7", 6'8". Dex played at the end of the game though. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
When it count, you want that rebound and all of that. That's another story.
Hold on. So by your senior year, is it still Coach Ferris coaching or is Shorty coaching now?
No. So what happened was, I'll go back and then I'm gonna fast forward back up to you. So Shorty was the coach 10th grade. I didn't go up to varsity on purpose though. They pulled me up to varsity, but Donnelly was the coach, which is the reason Will Levy left. These are my guys though. I ain't named everybody yet. So Will Levy from King, that's my guy. You feel me? So Will Levy would have been still at Skyline. So Donnelly was this coach, passed 5 times, and then you can look for it, run a play and look for a shot. Like all of that, but we love black kids who've been running around, fast break press and doing all of this, right? I seen some of my good athletic partners that was moving like robots. I said, I'm not doing that, bro. And I'm not playing behind nobody. I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I'm not playing nobody. I feel like I got more talent than you feel me? So when we used to scrimmage that varsity team, I only stopped the practice every time. Because guess what was happening? We were spanking their ass. You feel me? So I'm not about to go up to varsity to sit at the end of the bench for none of you when I'm serving you in practice every day. You get what I'm saying? So that's what was going on now. Coming back up to we going to junior or senior year?
You in your junior year right now. We trying to talk about.
So junior year was Scott Ferris, We established and everything. I think we was like middle of the pack, like 6-4, 6-4, 7-3, like OAL type. Like we was in the middle. We was good enough to beat you once, but we wasn't really like making no noise because it wasn't no chemistry. We had enough talent, but it wasn't enough chemistry, and everybody else was kind of like, I'm not downplaying. There was some other teams with more talent. You feel me? Senior year was Sky Ferris too, but by now we the big boys now. You feel me? Like the people that I just named that was our starting five. Like all of the summer league stuff, we played in everything in the summer league, from here to Chico to you name it, like everywhere. We played St. Ignatius a million times, Hogan High a million times. So we playing against everybody everywhere. You feel me? So by the time we get to the season, I guarantee you no injuries. I don't think we lose one game. And there's no way I can prove that, but I know some people from some teams that made it further than us that said we was better than them, but I ain't gonna name no names. You feel me?
Okay. So we got the underrated out. Good, cool. Salute to the underrated people, man. I love that shit, man. Salute.
I ain't gonna do it.
You gotta do the overrated though, man. I gotta bring overrated into this. Now we gotta talk about the overrated, man. We gotta. Hey, but here's the thing with overrated. You didn't watch the show. A lot of the basketball guys that it came on here that said some people was overrated. Marshawn called the whole league overrated. If you ask me, shout out to Big Brett, right? If you're not gonna name it, do you agree with some of the people that they said was overrated?
I can agree with some of the names that have been mentioned. Like, hey, we want to make sure that people know that nobody was hurt during the making of this film. Hey, look, no. This is why I don't do it, because I had a talk with somebody, and I told you I'm direct, you feel me, but not public, you feel me? So I had a talk with somebody and I called them overrated. And this a good player that was in the OAL that y'all probably gonna interview, you feel me?
What school? Just say what school.
Nope, maybe he'll bring it up, right? Because you're gonna interview him, I promise you. I guarantee y'all gonna interview him. So the thing is, me and him talked, and I told him, like, I said you was underrated, but it's somebody that was younger than me, so they wasn't at their full potential yet, you feel me? And the people that I would name wasn't at their full potential, but they had a hype, you feel me?
Okay.
So I just felt like y'all couldn't fuck with us at that time. That don't mean when you was a senior and your team was raw and you was fully like yourself that you couldn't fuck with me. But at the time, you could not fuck with me, you feel me?
That's kind of like
that makes sense though.
That's kind of like the Marshawn calling Marquise overrated, right? Because Ed Wally gave him buckets, right? But Ed Wally was class of 96, Marquise class of 99. So when you saw him at that point, he could have been overrated. He was a freshman playing varsity down there, right? So he could have been overrated because what you did to him. But by the time his senior year come, was he still overrated? So we got to take that into consideration.
That's why I said I wasn't doing it. That's why I said I'm not doing it.
But there's somebody that's at your position, though.
Yeah, nobody that I name, that I would name that I could think of. Let me see. Fremont, I respected. Ojai, when I was there, it was Ojai wasn't it like that. Castlemont, McClymonds. No, it's nobody like my age that I felt like was overrated. You feel me? Like it's like when you come in and they be like, "That's so and so," and you like, "Okay, he was serving them little dudes," you know what I'm saying? But he up here now, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I spoke on it, and I said in the heat of the moment, I'm like, "You was woo," but I was wrong because I didn't play you when you was a senior, and I didn't watch you when you was a senior. You feel me?
Got it.
So I can't say that.
It's kind of like Ken tried to call my dog Jamal Hill overrated, man.
Me and Jamal Hill are the same age.
Yeah, but Jamal Hill wasn't overrated.
And I played him when he was a senior.
But he wasn't overrated. Man. But he showed he showed the thing. He dropped the receipts, Ken, and he had like 25, Ken.
No.
Against you?
No, hold on, Barry. Hold on. First of all, he did not have 25.
How many was it?
He had 21. Now,
okay.
But hold on. Now, we won by 30.
So it was garbage points.
Thank you.
Okay.
We weren't even in the game no more.
Oh, you were sitting down. Okay.
I held him to about probably 12 to 13. Then in the fourth quarter, we put everybody else in. He got his money.
Hey, Ken, remember we talked this. If you score 15 points on somebody back then,
not when your average is 22, 23, and you
got
Alameda County. No.
If you hit 15,
and mind you, now, if you ask me, I mean, I got the same ego y'all got. So you can't tell me I'm not a hooper. But to y'all, I'm not a hooper. So how a non-hooper hold you to that?
Because you for the football player, nigga, they be fouling and hacking.
Bro, we have referees. How many fouls I get? This ain't pickup ball. I can't foul you. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, man, you know the hack shit go on with a football player.
You know. This is my take. Dude, we off topic. This is my take. In high school, anybody that can dunk is labeled hella good. But if you're a smart basketball player, you just keep somebody away from the rim. And they don't have you have Barry, you have Marcus Malone, most people in high school don't have a consistent jumper with a hand in their face. And most guys cannot use their offhand more than one or two dribbles.
Back then.
The problem, I'm saying in high school. The problem is most dudes in high school, when they play defense, don't think about that stuff. So they let people get to their right hand, they leave them wide open, don't put a hand up. I was a smart player, so
he talking my language.
I'm a smart player, so I'm gonna lock you up. That's what I'm saying. So to me, what I saw a super athletic dude that if you don't let him get to the rim, there's probably not much going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
And I got a lot of dudes in the OAL I think was overrated.
But Ken, hey, shout out to Ken. Ken, stop calling people overrated, man. We got off that subject.
I stopped saying it publicly. Now, if you call me off,
he's like Jabari. He's like Barry. If you tell him, ask him head up what it is, he's going to tell you straight up that he felt what he felt this was.
Yeah, right? I think a lot of dudes in the OAL world.
But Barry did bring a great point about like now we got to judge grade for grade. We can't judge when I played you when you was younger than me, when I was older than you, or whatever, right?
Yeah, so, I agree with that.
But Barry, I do got a couple start bench cuts for you. Some people that was your age grade, and some people that were younger than you, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna start with some dudes from 1998, right? Start bench cut. You got Marcus Malone, you got Marcus Cole, and you got Brandon Gilbert.
Ah, shit. So,
but hold on. When we say start bench cut, like this is you as their backcourt mate too.
Oh well. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna hear about this, bro. I'm gonna start Big Gilbert because he got my last name. You feel me?
Okay, the Gilbert twins. We got the Gilbert twins.
No, that's my guy though. I'm a bench Marcus Malone, and I'm a cut Marcus Cole.
Okay.
Can he be like with the regular clothes, street clothes on at least?
Hey man, he's ready to come in. He's ready to get picked up on favors and stuff like that.
He's sitting right behind the bench with a suit on, but his uniform is in the locker room though.
All of them my guys, man.
He go to the next one. We got Trev Thomas from Tech. We got Adriel Burrell from Mac, and we got Dominique Shaw from Skyline. Start bench cut.
Nick starting. I already know what he could do. And like I said, this is another thing with the age thing, but I know what Nick was doing even when he was there with all of us too. He was on that team. You feel me? So I'm with Marcus Malone and them, right? So I'm gonna go and Dejan, rest in peace. I'm gonna go Nick.
Deshaun died? The tall Deshaun died?
Yeah, he passed
I never
a few
knew
years
that.
back. It was like I seen that randomly on the internet, bro, and that was all I ever heard of it. But rest in peace to him.
They was at Bret Hart together.
Yeah, that was they two, like Marcus and John Tar.
They was at Bret Hart together.
They came the next year. So I go Dominique. You said who else was it? Trevor Thomas. I'm gonna go Adriel. Them little handles, you feel me? Like he wasn't really no shooter or nothing, but I feel like he was he controlled the game, you feel me? And then I'm gonna go Trev. And honestly, like I only went Trev between them two because I only seen Trev play a little bit, you feel me? Like I didn't see him play a lot, so I can't really say, you feel me? Okay. And I ain't being political, but I really didn't see him, you feel me?
Oh, shout out to Trev, Bulldog Nation. Like Jabari said, no one was hurt in the filming of this video. I have nothing to do with his picks. He didn't go with our Bulldog guy. Do not come saying low. You on fool with the fool. No.
One thing I'll tell you. One thing I'll tell you about him. That nigga was supper when I came to Tech. Him and everybody else.
How much you average against Tech in your years playing there?
Probably about 33.
Ooh, damn! I'm only at like 19. I always have.
That's why I said I should have went to Tech.
Hold on, wait. Why is it that Ken just
no.
At Tech,
I'm
always had good games.
I'm lying. At Tech, that's my average. The total, like every game at Tech, I say like maybe like 27, 26.
Hey. So when we talk about that, is it because like y'all get hyped up to come play in front of that Tech crowd, bro? Because our crowd against Skyline.
Oh, I like y'all crowd. I like y'all crowd.
The game was gonna be lit. Is it like that brings the extra hypeness to it, Ken? Like what is it about going off on Tech?
I think the skill level during my era was not the greatest.
What are you talking about? Nigga, that was the best era for them.
99? 99 was probably the worst Tech team.
2000.
2000, they were all freshmen and sophomores.
They was coming, Ken.
And I was ready. Like my body was filled out. Like I had pecs and shit. Like, nah, they couldn't handle me. Deuce was guarding me, and Deuce was like a freshman.
Deuce was a freshman.
No. Yeah.
I always had good games. Ricky Henderson be in the crowd. Oh yeah. It was for sure.
I had a blast against Tech, boy. I honestly like the road games. I don't know. I didn't really hear the crowd, bro. Like when I played like that, every now and then I might hear one person say something. You feel me? And it usually be the worst shit that they could say. So it's like it hype you up. You feel me? But other than that, like, bro, I swear I got so many partners from North Oakland because of hooping at Tech, bro. That's my black partner. They used to call me the ball. I ain't even have a ball head. They call me the ball head nut like Seabird, bro.
Hey, listen to me. I went to Tech. I was at them games. That's how I know who you are myself. Like, bro was giving us that word, right?
Hey, I don't know if you know it, but Low your biggest fan.
That's my guy, man. I watched.
Low is the president of the Jabari Gilbert fan club.
I am.
I had a love-hate relationship with y'all for a minute. I'm like, man, how the dude keep talking about he don't know who I am, man? But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, Low defend me, right? And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, it's kind of a good thing. Like every time they say my name, it's going back and forth. So
but that's what I be telling people.
It's a build up.
I be like, look, man. The fact that your name is whoever it is, the fact that your name even comes up on the podcast is whatever content about it is said. The fact we even said your name or a guest said your name or Low said, bro, that's a compliment.
And I'm gonna be honest though, if I say your name and giving you props, you earn that shit because I'm a hater. Right? I'm a hater. I think everybody was like, yeah, you could have been a lot better. If I can't find a knock on your game, you did your fucking thing, right? If I can't find a knock on your shit, I'm like, you did your thing. Cause I'm it's two people. It's like Jabari Gilbert, Keith Will, right? I can't find knocks in a game, right?
Right,
you know. Bro. So I them props them props are deserving.
I'm gonna criticize myself, bro. If I change anything in my game, it'll be my like left hand. Only thing I would have better ball handling with my left hand.
See what I'm saying?
And at that time, I would have had a better dribble pull up. That's it. Other than that, like conditioning and stuff, you know, just the body, like the athleticism is come with conditioning and working out and all of that. But Like far as everything else, I'm gonna work you out. But you gotta know, you gotta look at that and know that with me. You feel me? At that time, I'm a counter everything you do.
Hey, Bari, when we did our very first hoop interview, was our first interview Marshawn? Was that the first hoop one? Was it Marshawn or Will?
Will was the first one, but Marshawn was the first one we did.
So when we talked to Marshawn, we talked about back then having all this talent, OEL being recruited, right? What was the recruit like for your when you, because you were doing these numbers, like was you getting recruited or was it like this just an OEL? God Ferris.
Listen to this, bro. Cause for the youngsters, like I want to say, like y'all blessed, right? Whoever the youngsters who watch this show, y'all blessed. Y'all got YouTube. Y'all can look and see your competition. You can put your own videos up there. You don't even got to go to school, and you can have a highlight films with VHS if your mama recorded it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to figure out how to edit it, all of that yourself on a VHS tape. Like it was different. You feel me? Or you got to go find somebody, which is gonna cost your mama some money to do. You feel me? Only way we knew somebody was raw was because Lolo or Ken was like, bruh, raw. Like he about to serve you. I'm about to come see. That's the only way. You don't know what he do until he start pulling. You feel me? So that's the difference. But I really feel like, hold on, I got off track with the question on that one.
We're talking about the recruiting. We're talking about recruiting. And
so recruiting. So with Scott Ferris, bro, I don't know. I hope he didn't hold no letter from me. I have no proof of it. But I was just talking to my cousin yesterday, and he was like, I played at Castlemont, and my mama came to my game. I can count how many times. A lot of young black boys can count how many times their mama came to the game, right? But she came to the game, and he was like, I had no knowledge of this. He was like, yeah, I thought you was going to the league in my senior year, and I heard that statement I heard about 5 or 6 times in my life, right? He said, it was some white dude walk up to your mama like Miss Gilbert. That ain't her last name. You feel me? And so it was somebody, and the only real letter I got, bro, handwritten was Portland State. You feel me? And at the time, I didn't even have the knowledge to get the hell out of Oakland, bro. Like, I ended up going to, I started at Chabot. I had surgery on my knee the summer before, so I wasn't playing that year. The summer before, like 18, like our senior year going into the first year of college. So I went to Chabot, didn't play. Then my cousin is Charles Austin. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fremont, right? So that was all of I'm bringing you back to the Fremont. Like between him, Shawnee and him, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go to Fremont, you feel me? But he was in Antelope Valley where I want to say J.R. Ryder went before he went to UNLV or wherever he went, right? So I went there, and that coach was Joe Dumar's coach, Newton Shillette, right? I went up there, brought Oakland up there, and that kind of was, you know what I'm saying? That kind of was it. Disgusted because after that, I'm watching cats like Eric Snow and all these cats, bro, playing in the NBA. I'm like, boy, that boy is not better than me for sure. On live, but I couldn't watch for a minute.
That kind of sent me into a depression. I ain't gonna lie. When I used to have to watch people do that shit, like the very first depression I ever experienced was watching dudes sign scholarships that I knew I was better than. That shit fucked with me. Like, hold on, I gotta go to Laney and change my shit because I gotta prove I was better than them to begin with, right? Then after I fuck it off in college, I'm seeing dudes go to the lead and like, hey, these niggas weren't even that good.
But you're not tripping. They gradually getting better though. Like they gradually doing this and doing that.
Nah,
I
definitely think Low was league potential.
And
I don't say that shit loosely.
When I see it, I'll be like, hey, dude, this motherfucker, he got there. Low, what did you didn't fuck the bag? Low, excuse my language.
I put it like this. I played with another dude. I played with another receiver that went to the league, and he was not as good as Low.
Yeah, so just seeing that shit sent me in depression the first 2 years. I told them in my story, man, what I ended up going to do after that, and ended up with who I ended up with during the time. But I can definitely see how you see some people, and what's his name made some good knowledge of that too. Brandon did. Brandon Payton did. He would beat Brandon Payton. Said the same thing. Deshaun Freeman said the same thing about dudes he played against that end up going to the league. That you like, damn, I was kind of better than them, right? But one thing that in all of their stories, all had the same story where they had a coach that was kind of like with them but against them. Y'all playing for you, but you fucking my shit off on the under.
I put it to you like this, bro. The best thing that can happen to these young boys is us, bro. The best thing that can happen to them is they need a mentor that been through what exactly we talking about right now. You feel me? That can push them to that next level. Like, and it come down to, for me, I'm not gonna blame nobody else, bro. I could have worked harder, bro. I could have gotten the books harder, bro. If I, like they say, if you could do it over again, what you would do? All A's, no females. I'm gonna work on air. I'm just gonna work on straight. Got to do with hoop and conditioning. That's it.
Do you think? And it's a good question, man. I asked, was grades even pushed like that within the program at Skyline? Like, were y'all doing study hall? Was college being talked about?
We're doing study hall, but it wasn't like monitored.
It was study
like
hall
that.
To keep you eligible for.
Bro,
the
we in there
season.
about, we in there, people about to fight all kinds of stuff, bro. Nah. And I this is another topic that I know you coach and all of that, bro. Another topic, like, that's a good thing for you to teach the kids, bro, is it's a game, right? Like, with the education stuff, but you got to make sure that your kids just start taking that SAT by 8th, 9th grade, bro. So they so familiar with it by the time they get to their junior year that it's like this, boo, boo, boo. I didn't take no SAT till the end of my senior year, bro.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a really good point.
So you basically have one shot at it then, because the way it's scheduled, you got to schedule it, and if you
like 3 months ahead, like
in your senior year, you only getting one shot at it.
Tell these mothers, the mothers don't be knowing, they be so busy being single mothers, bro, that it's not like they want to do that. They just, some of them don't know. You feel me?
Right.
Some of them don't know how to get their kids into a basketball or football program.
Absolutely. That's a good thing. You make a good point there, Jabari, because I always think about, for the mothers that don't know, and I always think about that, the program should be able to assist that, right? So we look at these other schools and we be like, bro, how dude signed his scholarship in his junior year? He passed the SAT his junior year. Right. He ain't had to worry about taking it in senior year. I got my 900, I'm good, right? I ain't got to take that shit my whole senior year unless you get another offer. Now, if you get a 900 your SAT and you get that offer, let's say Arizona State, right? You sign Arizona, you're going to Arizona State, you already passed 900. But now Stanford come try to get you, you got to take that shit again. You got to get, of course. you got to boost that up though, right?
Of course.
That's the whole thing about
but now when you see it, then it's gonna be familiar. All the answers gonna be familiar now.
Familiar, absolutely.
You can at least study, you know what's gonna be on there.
Yeah, you
take
can't
it like
go
2-3 times a year.
You can't take it blind, man, because even with, shout out my daughter, man. I just took her to college last month, right? And I remember this whole process with her. Man. She took ACT, SAT, practice test, then ACT and SAT pre-test, right? Then she finally took the SAT and ACT, so she was familiar with them trick ass questions they ask you with that stuff, right? Because it's tricky, man. So
the same question a different way.
You gotta prepare for that. There's nothing you can go do blind, man. And then not knowing what that weight is on college, right? On college, because it way back then, it's like, I remember Clarence Lewis, rest in peace, C. Lou, man. C. Lou told me when he took it, C. Lou was getting looked at by Cal and shit. But when he took the SAT, he like, dude, I failed the shit out of that test, right? I've got to go to Laney now, right? We did not understand the magnitude that test had on that next
talent,
level,
man.
Right? Yeah,
can't
so that's a good point you make. That's a good point you make, Barry. Hey, so when we talk about Skyline and we talk about, like we've talked about Deshaun and Dominic, Marcus and John Tar, then there's you and Dex, right? That relationship, man. How was it like that, having that close bond with related to on the court when y'all play with each other?
I gotta tell you, I could I could close my eyes and pass the ball where he gonna be at, and no, it's not gonna be a turnover, and he gonna finish. And it might be an and one.
That chemistry helps, man. That chemistry,
bro. I'm saying, as far as me and him, all right, I'll give it to you like this. Our first loss in my senior year was against Burton, bro. They had, bro, I forget bro name, light skinned bro. He had a high top fade and a ducktail. I think my boy Wayne told me that was his cousin or something, right? I think we was about 11, 12 and 0 or something, 13 and 0. And we went over there and we didn't have no point guards. Well, I am not a point guard because I'm a point guard height for the NBA, but I've been playing shooting guard and all the rest of the stuff my whole life. You better off trying to let me play power forward in high school. You feel me? So they had me running the point. The offense slowed down so much, bro. I said I had to respect John Tar and them, bro. I said y'all be back here doing this, but my go-to, because it was so hard for me to adjust to that position. Dex, pick and roll every time. They getting money. Boom, boom, boom. But they barely got us though, you feel me? Dominique Shaw. That's Dominique Shaw had to run point behind me. Should have started Dominique and let me do my thing.
That's an underrated guard to me, D. Shaw, just because he was so popular in football.
He got the football thing.
I didn't give him his credit. Dominique Shaw for sure.
Dominique was talented, though. He was talented in the 6th grade at that basketball. Because Dominique
was so fast.
He was fast as shit. he was fast and strong, right? He was fast and strong, and he could play some ball, man. So yeah, Dom was really good. Hey, their senior year, did you guys when you went 8-2 during the regular season OEL? Were you guys the first seed in the playoffs?
Mm-mm.
Who had the better record than y'all?
So it's tricky, man. So we played Fremont twice at Laney, right? Our game, I'm talking about, it's people watching the game like this, and Laney go down like this. So I know it's fights, all kind of stuff. It's like the Jamboree, like kind of like that kind of atmosphere. Like it's people looking down, watching the game outside the glasses, ain't letting no more people in, right? So the first game, Scott Ferris did his thing, bro. He didn't really do his thing coaching, but he did his thing like hyping us up. Whoever win this game, going on Sports Focus, straight up. Boy, it was no way they was winning that one. You feel me? Boo. Everybody healthy on our team, everybody healthy on their team. Thank them. Right? We lost to Fremont. So I'm saying this to say we lost to Fremont and we lost to McClymonds.
Right.
So that we won the first Fremont game. We go all the way down there to the end, maybe like 6-7-0, whatever. Then we play Fremont again. This time, Bernard Beard ain't playing. This is our starting power forwards. You feel me? We lose to them, but we lose to Fremont, this same Fremont team, by like about 5 points or something like that. You feel me? Without Bernard, that was one of them discussions I was having with some people from their team.
I saw him comment on John Tarr's thing today, talking about if he would have played.
Y'all gonna have to highlight him. He got something to say too.
So, I need Beyond.
Yeah, so we lost that game 8-2. So that made, I think Fremont went 9-1. They only lost to us, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Or no, they went 8-2.
Yeah, y'all was co-champs.
No. What they did back then was they won against us by like 1 or 2 more points.
Oh, the point differential.
Yeah, so that put them in first place, to where we got to play in, like basically like the Warriors did last year. We had to play in game with McClymonds. So it's only 3 teams that make the playoff. So we play in against. I get hurt the game after Fremont against Oakland High. Brandolin lose. So just imagine. It's like a football play. Just imagine like me running towards a ball that's rolling. And he running towards the ball from the opposite direction, but he running towards me. He not worried about the ball. So I'm like really like off guard, like we hooping. He like we playing football. You feel me? So I do like this, and he boom, my whole high ankle sprain. So by the time I go to the playoffs, that ankle still was doing the same thing. You feel me? Like I tried to come back the next week. I said I'm gonna sit out this week, which is the game didn't matter. It was Castlemont or somebody like that back then. It didn't matter. We won that game, and then the last game. I just played just to see. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to go to the playoff. Let me see. Still hurt. I don't know how much I scored. My average probably went down or something. Then, like I still was kind of through when we played against Mac, but the Mac game we lost by 1. Oh, we played Mac. One of them games I was injured. I didn't play, and Bernard didn't play, and we lost by 1 on a buzzer beater. So, and it was like a D-Tuck offensive rebound buzzer beater, like something like that, right? Because they took Dex out. So that would have been first place, right? We had to get beat twice, and we the automatic bid to NorCal and all that, right? So I'm saying that my guys told me to talk my shit, bro. I put it like this, bro. We'd have went undefeated in the OAL if nobody got hurt, bro. And did some damage in the whole NorCal. I think we would have ran that thing. Our highest rank before you say that. Our highest rank in the state was 3rd that year.
In a state or in NorCal?
State, California. You feel me?
Who won it? Who won it that year?
OAL?
No, the state.
What's the name won it? De La Salle lost. Remember beating them lost.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Randy Payton them lost. De La Salle went from NorCal.
Ooh, so y'all had to go through St. Joe's and De La.
I wanted to play St. Joe's so bad. I felt like St. Joe's had more talent than De La that year.
I think they went down to the buzzer.
I feel like I wanted to play them. So they had Blandon, Ferguson, Ray Young, and all of them. And then only person I can name, like y'all probably can name them. Only person I can name is B. Payton on De La, and I would have loved to play them too.
Sean Farnham, he went to Cal. He's on ESPN.
And Big
now.
Mike, Big Mike that died.
Oh, rest in peace, Mike.
Rest in peace, Big
and
Mike.
then who you said wasn't who you
Sean
said?
Farnham. He's on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
ESPN now. He went to Cal.
Okay.
Hey,
see, I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to no other players, bro. Like back then,
it was hard.
Unless I was about to play you, I don't care who you were. Yeah. When I play, and when you tell me, I'm sorry, and when you tell me he raw, I want to guard, bro. We gonna see.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but go ahead.
So what was that first Fremont game like? Everybody healthy, right? So because Fremont Skyline hoop game, everybody healthy, packed crowd, that gotta be some shit in the audience, a whole bunch of shit talking. You got all the East Oakland schools, they looking at y'all like y'all the rich kids on the hill.
I literally still remember the Sports Focus episode when they showed that game. I still remember that episode.
Hey, bro, we came out there with them white and red J's, boy.
Rich kids on the hill.
Them boys was hey, but they don't know. Nigga, all our mamas was right in deep East Oakland though. You feel me? So
absolutely.
So look, we came with them J's. I think them boys was mad, but I ain't gonna lie. Game was so fun, and nobody never took off on nobody. Like it was the whole game. It was like this. It wasn't. I'm not gonna fake. Like we just was. Like it was a great. Like if I could relive that, I would.
It's
everything about it. Both games.
Dude, so when I look at it, and this is the beauty of a team sport, right? Because when you go into that game and you look at the names on that Fremont roster, they definitely what we call that shit, the paper champs. They won the game on paper, right? You look at the names, right?
Who Fremont?
DeAndre, Marcus, Trev Carson, Josh Shavies, Fred Shavies, like the on the names
Jules.
On paper, Jules Mills. This is why you play the game, right? This is why you play the game, right? And you guys beat them. I wasn't at that game. I didn't even see it on Sports Focus, but I'm just remembering them schools at that time and how the crowds were, right? After y'all won that game, y'all went to Sports Focus?
Straight to Sports Focus, the Eastern Pizza.
Yeah, that Papa John's boy.
Hey, Ken, hold on, Ken.
Papa John.
Ken, you went to Sports Focus too, Ken?
Hell yeah, Lord, I'm a real ball player.
I didn't
Hey
get
man,
none of
like
that.
you said in the beginning of this episode, we play it humble, but bro, we got some accolades, bro.
Hey,
Anybody
dude,
that want to go accolade for accolade, we can do that.
I don't have no. Hey, listen to me. I lost. I ain't got no Sports Focus stories. I didn't eat John Pizza.
Papa
I ain't had no syrup.
Oh yeah,
no, we got sandwiches.
We got interviewed and everything, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. What was that like, man? Because I always thought, man, they didn't highlight us enough, man.
Oakland.
As that, like, they didn't highlight Oakland enough. It's more so geared towards the San Jose and San Francisco schools than it was for us, man. So, what was it like on that set? Or what was it like when it released, right? Because I know when I had a highlight on Sports Focus, I felt like I was the shit.
I could imagine that, like, now, bro. Like, do you know how much of a fake celebrity you'll be right now?
What?
Bruh.
But see, y'all knew y'all was going on, huh?
So we knew whoever won was going on.
Yeah, so we didn't know. So we didn't have our fits ready. We didn't have no haircuts. We didn't know. We didn't know till after the game, and then it was a Friday night.
No, but
game.
he used that as a pre-game talk though.
Oh, so y'all didn't know until the game though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't get to prepare.
That's hype though. That could have been the difference in the game.
Oh yeah, you get your shot at going to Sports Focus. Y'all better turn up,
bro.
Right?
That's ESPN for us.
Y'all better turn up, man. Hey, but you know, a lot of your teammates, like you said, they told you to come talk your shit, man. Do all of your teammates feel like, man, Skyline don't get the respect they deserve as a basketball school during that time? Like y'all was like the little brother to the football team.
So here's the thing. I don't think that I know for a fact that other people probably will, because honestly, like our junior year we was in the middle of the pack, so they really had a right to believe that until my senior year. You feel me? But it was no question my senior year. It was no. I don't feel like I feel like even like, bro, when I was on JV, you know, we played a late game after the varsity. We had cheerleaders at like varsity cheerleaders at our game, bro. So I feel like once we got there, I ain't gonna say just me, but once we got there, like it was a hoop school throughout those years, and yeah, it was very, 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 very disrespectful and underrated. But the people who disrespected us, they had to see us, though. You feel me? So they know, even if they don't got to speak on it, but they know when we was head to head what was going on, though.
Hey,
you feel me? Like it was taken personally.
Hey, so help me out. Let me know if this is a football thing or a basketball thing. We talked to Art Young, we talked to Kirk Johnson, who were football players, who talked about when they left Skyline at the parties, all of that shit, that they felt like they was getting tested because the image that Skyline had. Was it like
Black
that?
Saturdays?
Because we saw y'all at the party all the time as well back then. You know, the Hoopers and shit, you, Dex, and all of them. Did y'all feel that same way, or was that some football macho shit going on?
That was some football shit, because like I think hoop players, like once we be off the court, like we ain't really tripping like that. Like we that's my partner over there, bro. Like we really was playing when we was kids, and like we're not tripping if we see you in the party whoop. But the thing is, me personally and a couple of my partners, like we hung with the football players. So if they was focused, we was fucking too. Or we was making our decision, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't art, you feel me?
Okay.
Black Saturdays was vicious, brother.
You had to be there. Hey, it can't be relived, man. You had to be there, man, because anything could kick it off at a Black Friday or a Black Saturday. The wrong thing could kick it off, man. But one of the things
had to chase somebody down up out the city.
Out sometimes you know, but then again, it'd be a thing where to all the viewers that don't know and it can't be relived again, it'd be where there's a party in Berkeley. You know it's gonna be more Oakland cats there. True story, this shit happened. So the dudes whoop on the San Francisco dudes at the Cal Berkeley jump off, right? But the very next week, The party is in Daly City at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but Frisco dudes there. You just whooped them last week, and y'all want to go back there this week. They wait for them, and now it's their turn. Now the next link up, we in Livermore. Hey, that's how it was, man. It can't be relived, man. I wouldn't want to see it again because back then it was more fights than guns. Right now they got more guns than fights nowadays. So I would not want to see it be relived, man. But it just talk about the era that we was in. Everything was hyped up. The parties, the hoop games, the jamboree. Like we don't even have the jamboree no more. And some people say all the time that came on the show, man, that was one of the livest events. It was, but as a basketball player.
That was more fun.
The jamboree, Ken?
2 years. That was more fun than some of the games.
Especially if you was a dunker or you got one of your partners just got super hops.
Yeah, a dunker or you got handles and you cross somebody.
Oh yeah,
them two things is for sure.
Barry, you mentioned something about the crowd at Laney was hyped up. What is the crowd at Laney like compared to the crowd at the Henry J? Like, what was the crowd like? I think like because the Henry J felt too big, like it wasn't close enough.
And the Henry J is high up.
It's depth perception. Like Henry J ain't even like it's nothing I can compare it to or like you could probably compare it to like have been on a playground inside because the fans is so far away. You don't even got the energy of when they yelling or nothing. You can't feel none of that. Like when you playing, you can feel like your crowd and all of that. That's why these hoop players like the NBA, all that, they was different during the pandemic, right? But so Laney like was regular, like the benches right there outside of like if you dive out of bounds, you're gonna land in somebody's lap. You feel me? So it's like it's full. I'm talking about if they see you jump like you about to dunk, everybody standing up like, oh, you feel me? Like it's going crazy. And then like I heard the stories afterwards because we was playing the game, but fights outside, whole bunch of people, cars, them back in the old school was $1,000 and $1,500 and all of that. So everybody got his music and doing all of that. And then you got like I said, they have glass. For people who don't know, they got the glass on the back of the bleachers is glass where you can still look inside of the building. So it's people literally watching the game like this. You feel me? So it was going down, bro. Like that was something that felt good because our game was too big to have at our regular gym.
Especially Skyline. Yeah.
I got one question.
Because they only did one side,
Yeah. I got a question for you. We had a guest on here. One of my brothers, man, Jay Ryder, man. Who did Jay Ryder get them buckets to? Who did Jay Ryder get them buckets to on Skyline that time? He didn't want to mention it. He threw Marcus Taylor under the bus. He threw Marcus under the bus, right?
Y'all ain't gonna play with MT like that, bro.
Who did
MT was right. How much did he hit?
He said he hit me 20 something.
24, 25?
Something like that.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. He probably had the same kind of feeling I had against Fremont. I don't remember that. But if he said it, that's my partner. He ain't gonna lie about that, right?
No. I think I don't quote me, but I think I saw a newspaper clipping. Like it was real.
Yeah, I know he ain't lying. Yeah. And then I say like, I want to see that newspaper clipping so I can see how much I hit.
I can't remember, or it was either a newspaper clipping or somebody vouched for him before the episode even came out, or something. It was something like that.
One thing I said about Jay Ryder, bro, is you're not gonna get the ball from him. And he dribbles so slow, but his handle is so crazy. Like he like one of them people that's not fast, but if he gets you on that shoulder, it's over. You feel me? Yeah, like he one of them. Like we played together the year before. You feel me? He had to get up. He had to get up out of there because of who? Scott Ferris.
Scott Ferris, or because he's fucking doing too much too. I used to come up to Skyline.
He said Dex Daddy. He said Dex Daddy. He said Dex Daddy snitched on him.
What happened?
Remember that?
I don't remember that.
All right, let's keep going to the next subject.
Hey, let me go back to
that's my guy, Big Dex. He ain't no snitch.
Hey,
y'all gotta go back to the last episode.
I used to see Jay all the time, man, coming up the Skyline playing, man. And you absolutely right when he gets you on that shoulder. Remember how in Above the Rim when Shep came out with the pants on and the way Shep used to dribble and like, but he dropping these buckets. That's how Jay used to play. And I didn't know Jay was a hooper. Shout out to Jay, man, because he talked
he can
hella
hoop,
shit,
bro.
right?
He can
Talk
hoop,
hella
though.
shit, so I didn't know. So he was a hooper at the whole time, and I'm like, bro, you a professional dice shooter to me, nigga. I use a dice shooter, like you can shoot, all right? You can shoot some dice good, like you ain't got
Professional
no
gambler,
trouble.
period.
Yeah. So shout out to Jay, man. Hey, but I did want to touch on that because he did say he came back to Skyline. I know you was on that team, so
He
I want
probably
to see the
did.
clip it too. I want to see how
Me
many
too.
you had that game as well, man, because it was also one of those. What's my guy name? Ben Hill. Like Ben
But
Hill,
you know what I'm
used to
gonna
go
say
crazy.
about Castlemont though? So I'm gonna throw this back at him, right? Castlemont, none of the years I was there was it ever a competition. So it could have been. I want to see the clip it too because it could have been a 20-point game or something like that, a 15, 20 point, like
Okay.
one of them. You feel me? But I'm not saying he wasn't balling from the beginning to the end. But I know we spanked them.
Hey, we didn't talk about him either, bro. But underrated, Ben Hill don't get mentioned enough either, man. Like
Ben Hill was raw.
He get
Ben
mentioned
Hill
in the basketball circle though.
in the circle, like the
Basketball
basketball dudes
circle.
know him, but they don't like. Even when we did our top 25, did you see our top 25 hoop list back then?
Yeah, I did.
We didn't have Ben Hill name on there, right? It was some names that didn't make the list, and the list was talked about and shouted out, and me and Ken got hate mail, spam mail. They tried to block our page and everything, report our page.
That's a hard thing to do though.
It's extremely
it was a hard thing to do, and I think we did pretty well. I think maybe 2 or 3 names but I thought we did pretty well.
It was a little
Was my
more
boy
than
Paul
2 or
on
3.
there?
Of course.
Yeah, P was on there.
Was LG on there?
Yep.
LG was on there, yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't have Rob Grissom on there. We didn't have Rob Grissom on there. We didn't have Calvin Criddle. We didn't have Calvin Criddle on there.
Yeah, they was killing.
Yeah,
that whole team was killing.
And we went from 95 to 05 type thing, right? So it's one of those things where then we gave love to people that wasn't in the OEL. So whenever you give love to the people that wasn't in the OEL, you get OEL people saying, man, they played in that league, they didn't do shit. So it was one of those things, but
that mattered though.
It does. But when you're a baller, you're a baller,
No, some
man.
cats is just raw. Some cats just raw, and I'm not knocking them, but at the same time, I feel like overall, every week, I mean, we play 2 games a week, so every game, like, even if the team wasn't that good, it was gonna be some dog stuff going. Like, it was gonna be tough for you. You feel me?
No, back then the OEL was ranked, like literally by publications, ranked one of the top leagues in the state of California.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was like at least two good, like nice players on every team.
Mm-hmm.
At least 2 on every team.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't no easy money. It wasn't like football when I played Castlemont this week. We about to go 40. We played Oakland High the next week. It wasn't none of those. Like,
what you about to say, Mari?
Let me take the game.
I feel like I could have what they call it now, what Kawhi be doing?
Load management.
I could have load management against Castlemont, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I was there, I ain't talking about Ben Hill in them years though. I'm talking about right after Ben.
Right after Ben.
My boy Rail and them was up there, man. He gonna get on me.
Hey, but it be like that sometimes, man. You got to think, bro. I played against Ohio, and every one of my partners was on Oakland High. Hey, bro, they telling me I can't come back to the hood. I didn't floss on everybody. I didn't do shit up. You know, my cheerleaders that went crazy on their cheerleaders. Like, bro, you doing too much, cuz you can't come back right now, man.
You remember Stephen Finney?
Yeah, I remember old Steve Finney. Yeah, he passed away,
he grew
right?
up. No, he here. He grew up with me. He grew up 73rd Holly, right? Mm-hmm. So he was, he was running baseball. Like I had my other bro. He was running football. I was running hoop, right? That boy went to Tech. I swear I hit a game winner at Skyline on Tech, right? I swear the whole game. You know how y'all be doing. OT. It's when y'all had Jamel Morrow and Reggie something.
And Allen, and little Allen.
Big Reggie, the big dude, Reggie something.
Yeah, Reggie. I know Big Red, yep.
Bro, I hit the game winner. I swear the whole game. I feel like he was in the Oakland Tech crowd, like, get him, boy. Woo, woo, woo. I said, that's my real pilot, bro. You go to Tech, like, yeah. But I think that boy ran on the court when I hit the game winner with Skyline, man.
Hey, do you feel like OAL basketball was like the most fun time of your life?
For sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
had fun. I had fun at King. A lot of fun at King, but like I was more developed at Skyline, and just the whole, like, it was a different atmosphere. It was like
the whole thing.
A lot of people was more in tune with sports and stuff around it once they hit that age. So it was like, yeah, it was hella fun. It was hella fun, the competition, playing against everybody, like, for real. Like you right. Yeah.
It'd be like 6-3 in the first 3 minutes of the game, and the crowd cheering like,
right,
it's the final 30 seconds.
Right.
Can you imagine all of that now? Like, now you get to go on, now Barry get to go on somebody's Instagram page, see who their girlfriend is, talk shit in their head.
Nah, we couldn't do that back then. We couldn't do that back then. We couldn't do that back then. Nah, it'd have been ugly.
I'm glad.
It'd have been ugly. Get in somebody's head, you posting what you go do all week, and then go do it.
Post what you
all week long, man. Like, so you got to.
And then be on the bus. Man. Oh Lord,
I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that.
But you know what? It would have been a whole lot more trouble after school. Now, what happened is that changed the context from Black Friday. Now the Black Friday, you see people out, you got to fight. You've been talking shit on this social media and what you gonna do. You done sent my girlfriend a DM telling me what you was gonna do. It got to go down, man. So good thing it wasn't like that.
The games would have been, I mean, they was rough back then, but it would have just been, ooh. You can imagine how hard you would play? Oh, like it's different now, but back when we was playing, because you didn't, like you said, you didn't came up ONBL.
Come on, man. I put it like this.
Together. Babe,
Luke Mon would have went viral. Luke Mon would have went viral.
Absolutely.
Luke Mon would have been on ESPN, man. Luke would have been on ESPN, because I saw Luke dunk on somebody and was shaking the rim with their legs on their neck still, bro. So he would have went viral.
It would have been like, you can't have a girlfriend. You just can't have one. It's okay. Just play the field.
Barry, man, before we wrap it up, man, we're gonna need you to send us out, man, with some good words, man, or touch on anything you might have left off.
First things first, I'm just starting back my clothing line, $1 Million Baby Apparel. I'm getting my websites up and stuff. Right now I'm doing like pre-orders and everything on Cash App, $1 Million Baby, but you can reach out to me, my full name, Jabari Gilbert, on Facebook, or Mr. Internationally Local on Instagram, and discuss whatever you want to discuss, however you want to do that. Or if you run across me, just say something. What I will leave y'all with, man, is everybody should follow this motto, and I've just been saying it a lot lately. When you come across people, whether it's 5 minutes or however many years, just leave people in a better condition than what you found them in, man. And that could be small or big. That's pretty much it.
Absolutely, man. Do you ever thought about getting back? You ever thought about coaching and all of that stuff? Have you coached yet?
Thank you for helping me. So I just got my LLC for basketball training as well.
Okay.
What is it? Pinnacle Performance. I'll be. I'm right now in the process of like finishing the last my logo and everything, and I'll be putting. Like I said, I'm in the stage of getting everything organized right now. So within the next month, everything will be up and running. Like, so I'm going the basketball training route right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see where that takes it. Like, I've been asked to coach by a couple of my our colleagues, like DeAndre's and Elliot and a couple of other people. It's just been, it takes a lot of time, and you really gotta be. I cannot go into mess. I love kids, so I halfway do it with no kid. You feel me? So that should be coming. This is more convenient. Like I got work school right now, so within the next year it could change to like something a little bit more. But right now, like it's gonna be basketball training.
Absolutely, man. Shout out for that, man. It's a lane, definitely a lane for it because there's so many basketball kids out there right now, man. So that's a good lane, to go in. When we talk about the difference between coaching and training, man, you setting your own schedule on how you want to do that.
Exactly.
When you're a coach, we going off that program schedule. I give mad props to every coach that's coaching that don't have a son in the organization, right?
Man, because that's a big deal.
I'm completely 100% honest. If my son didn't play, I would not coach shit, right? Because I got stuff I can do with my time. I miss out on something else huge in my life. Like I like to party and have fun. And I'll be like, man, I gotta go. It's happy hour on Tuesday, Taco Tuesdays, and I'm at football practice. And they be looking like it's cracking. Man, saving my life. That's exactly what it's doing, man. That's why I'm happy it's out there. And I give mad props to the people that do it who don't have a kid out there because you don't have to do it, right? You don't have to be there at all, right? You know, I could sit back on the stand and just sit back and watch, but like I tried that before. I got to get out there. I have to help out, man, especially with the kids that need it. So thanks for Bari for that, and thanks for good luck on the whole training and stuff. And once you get everything situated with $1 Billion Baby, go on to the Rec Center podcast and drop the
link,
the everything to add to it up on our show, so we can shout that out and get people over there to check out your merch.
Okay, I appreciate that, man.
Oh man, it's all good, man.
Good talking to you, man.
We appreciate
I know who you are now.
I good. Hey man, I'm glad I waited, bro. Cause like I really was sitting and thinking about it. Like I swear it was like November or something, like late November or something. And I was just watching them like, but Ollie had been mentioned like once or twice, and then like I think I got mentioned like 2 more times. I'm like, okay. I said, all right, I'm gonna just wait till they call me. But just so happened, I end up bumping into Low at practice.
But we hit you before. You like, man, I don't know if I'm ready. You gave us what's the girl name? What's the lady name?
Oh, Maisha Jones.
Was it Maisha? Yeah, we are trying to connect with Maisha, man, and stuff like that. What's up with her, man? Can you still get her on for us because she got that Castlemont history where they was run.
She ready to come on. We gotta work around her schedule.
Yeah, she went to King with me too. That's how I know.
But she ready to come on.
Okay, what was her schedule, Ken?
I mean, it was a regular work schedule, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Okay, so it gotta be the evenings or weekend or holiday.
She got them important jobs.
She's a career lady.
The career people, right? 8 to 5. Shit. My lunch break, I ain't even wasting my time with y'all, right? Yeah, 8 to 5. After that, we good. Right. Shout out to Maisha Jones and them ladies at Castlemont. They had a really good run that we want to talk to. Either Maisha Jones. We had, or anyone else from that team. They had, I believe one of them passed away. Did she pass away? Rashida. Is Rashida still alive?
To my knowledge, she is, but I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaking her for someone else that did pass away. But right on, Bari, man. Thanks for coming on the Rec Center, man, and letting everybody know your story because we know they know your name. It came up a lot of times, and even if they didn't know you, no one ever came on here and put you on the overrated category, so that's always a good thing, right?
Right. I might not, them older cats, I might not have killed you, but you don't respect me by the time we finish playing.
Got it. All right, man. Well, Bari, enjoy, man. We'll holler at you later.
It's all good.
All right, appreciate y'all, man.
All right. Hey, see, Ken, that was informative for you right there, man.
Yeah, it was. I learned something today.
Hey, it's informative, man. He I can't lie, man. I watched it. I told you I'm a hater. I am a hater, and I just couldn't hate on the dude. I couldn't find no knock back there, man. So shout out to Bari, man. And shout out to the Rec Center viewers, man, being patient, man. And for you guys that reached out to us about being on the show and stuff like that. A lot of our schedules have changed. So me and Ken availability changed a little bit, man. So we working our schedule back, man. So for the guys that reached out, we will be trying to contact to get y'all on the show, man. So we don't think we just shunning y'all or we don't want you to tell your story, man. Everybody have their own story and everybody got a story to tell. So we do want to help with that platform.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys again. Thank you to our special guest, Jabari Gilbert from Skyline High School, class of 97, for the Rec Center podcast. Or actually, I'm sorry, you can subscribe right below to our YouTube channel, The Rec Center. Also follow us on Instagram at The Rec Center Podcast. For The Rec Center, I'm Kenny Edwards, Lorenzo Parham. We out.